Hello, welcome to the Roy Rogers News Channel. Thank you so much for watching. Anyways, today to my right, I have a special guest here who has been pretty proficient in the PvE department, Tnums. Would you like to say hello to our audience?
What's going on, everybody? It's Tnums here. I started YouTube a little over a month ago, I think closing in on 2 months, and pretty new to this thing, but really been enjoying it.
Awesome. All right, and I'm looking forward to asking you questions about your experiences here on PokeMMO. So, are you ready to dive into the PokeMMO interview?
Definitely. Let's do it.
Awesome. So, without further ado, let's go and dive into the questions right now. So, I would like to ask, how long have you been playing PokeMMO?
Put a number on like how many consistent years. I'd say probably like 2 to 3. I tried it back when it was just the Fire Red server, and I don't know exactly what year that was. I think 2013, 2014 or something. I took a break from there, didn't really do anything with the game for a couple of years, and then can't remember where I saw it. I want to say it might have even been a Facebook post or something, but saw that it was back around again, recognized the name, and then hopped in when they had 3 games, I think, just up to Platinum. And then took another break, came back in, I think, last winter, and I've been playing pretty much ever since, really consistently. I've got like 1,200 hours on my main and a couple hundred on an alt.
Wow. Now, if I may ask, what activities do you enjoy doing in game? Do you like the competitive scene, shiny hunting? What sort of activities do you enjoy doing?
So I haven't really hopped into competitive yet. I've got a huge collection of Pokemon I've bred for it that I eventually plan on getting into it, but I haven't really. Maybe I'll hop into randoms first to try and learn things, but I really enjoy all aspects of the game, and I've never really been one to be like super efficient. Back when I played RuneScape, that was never my style. I like to just do things like more fun so I could actually enjoy the activity for a while. So that's what I've been kind of looking for on PokeMMO is ways to do things that are beneficial but still fun.
Wow. And that segued into my next question here. So, when did you aspire to start up a helpful YouTube channel?
So I met Petrowski a while back. I think I can't remember. It was a couple thousand subs maybe that he had at the time, and I was talking to him like because I saw his videos and I was really interested and like we both came from the RuneScape background. We talked about that, and then I kind of mentioned like, dude, I've thought about doing like guide videos or something like that, and he told me to go for it. And that was like over a year ago, and I didn't. I never really reached for it. But then I came back about a year later, just shot him a message or two here or there, and he said, dude, go for it. Like, just try it, you know? And like, just decided, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so might as well go for it this time, and here we are.
Awesome. Yeah, certainly. Petrowski's a very nice guy, and I'm happy to have him in the YouTube Alliance. So, Petrowski, if you're listening, I hope you're enjoying your vacation. Tom, do you have any?
Very big inspiration for my channel. I will always say that. He is a great dude, gave me some great advice early on, still gives me pointers here and there when we talk. He's a great guy.
Certainly. Yes, I think we all agree on that. So, I would like to ask, what was your most memorable shiny, Tnums?
So, I do have 2 interesting shiny stories. We'll go with this one though for that, and that is I literally woke up one morning and it was before work. I just poured myself a bowl of cereal, hopped on mobile, and went to go EV train something in speed. I can't remember right now what it was. So I went to the Lanoons in Hoenn to get some speed EVs, and first encounter of the morning on mobile, I popped a shiny Lanoon.
Wow. A shiny
Yeah,
Lanoon. Congrats
yeah,
on that.
very nice start to the morning.
Certainly, certainly. Yep, getting up bright and early. So, I would like to ask, what was your most memorable experience here on PokeMMO besides the shiny Linoon?
See, that's where the other shiny story comes in perfectly, actually.
Oh,
I
wow.
got 2 shinies within 1 hour of each other, and it was funny because I first got Tentacruel, which I feel like is most people's first shiny because Tentacruel is such a good experience spot. And then I was like, okay, what's another good experience horde I can do to train my dudes because I don't want to get another one. So I went over to the Marowak and Sandshrew spot because I was like, okay, there's 2 kind of cool shinies. And I pulled the Marowak, like, I swear it was 1 to 2 hours in between the two of them. And I had just gotten a shiny Pelipper like 2 or 3 days before that, too. So
Wow.
that was an insane week.
I should shiny hunt with you more often. I don't shiny hunt, but if I were, I might need to bring you along.
It's definitely been a little while since I've gotten one now, so I'm thinking the RNG's catching up to me, but I don't know. I've always been one to just think it's a roll of the dice. I've gotten so many lucky drops that are supposed to be super rare on RuneScape that it's to the point I just kind of don't believe in the numbers and just it'll happen or it won't.
Tnums has mentioned a really good point about shiny hunting with efficiency. As an example of this principle, there are some people out there that shiny hunt for days, weeks, and months, and they focus on that one shiny. Unless you have a lot of in-game yen and you don't have to grind anymore and you're bored, well, you may not want to shiny hunt if you're not super rich with a lot of cash to throw around. You might want to do what Tnums is advocating for, and what I'm advocating for as well, which is shiny hunting with a purpose. So Tnums has mentioned about how you can shiny hunt at certain spots that are great EV training spots. And these shinies could be your favorite shinies to carry around. Tnums, would you like to explain the principle that you have mentioned to me in the green room?
Yeah, so actually, I made a video kind of on this. It wasn't on a super good EV training spot, but it was training on the Slugmas just because Slugma being a flame body Pokemon and a desirable shiny, it gave one special attack each instead of two. But I specifically bred something up that needed special attack EVs and got it trained up to level 100 while I was there and made a little bit of profit while still shiny hunting. But another thing I do is anywhere that I'm EV training, I picked out hordes that have cool shinies, like Nidoran Male or a Sand Slash, just for two examples.
Right. Now, you were mentioning something about Camerupt, right?
Yeah, camera up is like the best. It's one of the best experience spots in game. I'm pretty sure. I think Golduck might be a little more, but it's up there, and I like training there because it's got magma armor. I can use that same way as the flame body Pokemon.
Awesome. And I should ask, speaking about efficiency, so how do you come up with all these sets? I know some people are probably asking you about how did you come up with the Farfetch'd set? How did you come up with all these different sets? How do you come up with it? Do you just sit around and calc all day? Do you go ahead and research all the move pools? How do you do it?
Honestly, the most useful tool for that has been the Pokemon Showdown Team Builder. I don't really do much PvP on there. I more just kind of use the Team Builder to figure out what. Because you can search by moves, you can search by type, you can search by pretty much everything, and just put them in as little bubbles. And if a Pokemon's got access to all five things that you put in there, it'll be the only thing left in the list. So that's kind of where I go. If I want something with Yawn and Payday, I do that, and then from there I see if there's a useful ability to go along with whatever method I'm coming up with, and then just move on from there.
Awesome. Now, how'd you know Farfetch can learn Yawn, though? Because isn't that eliminated from the Showdown thing since it's only a battle point move here on PokeMMO?
I believe it was on Showdown.
Really? Huh.
I think it was. Some sets I have just found out through in-game means, just looking at move sets too. Because one thing with utility Pokemon, a lot of utility moves have zero power because they don't do damage. They just do some sort of utility thing, you know? So if you search by damage and just sift through the top of the list, you can kind of get an idea of the Pokemon's, quote unquote utility moves.
Right. Yeah, certainly. I'm pretty surprised about the move set placed on Smogon. Wow, they really improved their tool. All right. And I would like to ask you a more personalized question. So, Tnums, how did you find PokeMMO?
Honestly, I think I found it the way that most people did, and that's just searching the two words together on Google. Pokemon and MMO, and just seeing what like the top options were and trying to avoid things that looked like they were going to try and steal my information. And PokeMMO looked legit when I first found it. It looked like just like I said, I joined back when it was just Fire Red, so it looked like literally just an online version of Fire Red. I said, heck with it. Yeah, I'll try that.
Awesome. And we're all glad that you're here. So, I would like
Oh,
to.
it's grown in amazing ways. Sorry for cutting you off. But yeah, this game's growing and growing. We just got the announcement recently that we have Johto coming. Like, there's only good things in the future I see for this game.
Awesome. And do you have any advice to give people who want to start up a helpful YouTube channel?
Honestly, just one thing. What are you waiting for? Go for it. I waited too long. I feel like I should have started over a year ago. Like I said, I was talking to Pat. He urged me to go for it then, and we didn't get there until this year. But I've only been doing this for about 2 months, and I'm blown away by the reception from the community.
Yeah, and I want to let you know that I'm doing all that I could. I'm trying to advertise you to people in game, and I'm trying all that I can to bring you a spotlight. So, in fact, this interview.
I appreciate that so much, but it's just like, I don't know. It's been unreal. I have not expected to grow as quick as I have, and I was worried starting out. It's like, are people going to like my voice? Are people going to like the way I relay my information? But I just pushed that aside, and I just went for it. And I'd suggest that same thing for anybody else who's thinking, like, do I have what it takes on YouTube? There's so many good free editing software programs out there. Just go for it.
Awesome. And do you have any closing thoughts before we sign off for this interview segment?
I just want to repeat, if anybody's out there thinking, I don't have what it takes, my voice isn't good enough for YouTube, I can't make videos people are actually going to watch, who's actually saying that until you try and see what the reception is? I can't believe the reception I've had from this community. It's been unreal. You guys are awesome, and keep being awesome. I'm going to try and keep this channel going as long as I can.
Awesome. And thank you so much, Tnums, for your contribution here on PokeMMO.
Thank you for taking your time. And actually, we've been trying to schedule this for like 2 weeks now. We've both been so busy with a bunch of random things in real life, but it's been great to finally get together and get this interview done.
Certainly. And I'm doing what I can to advertise you. I'm trying to feature you with a fair amount of newer players here and trying to help them watch your channel and get used to the ropes around here on PokeMMO. So, Tnums, thank you so much for all the video publications that you've put out here on YouTube. And also, thank you so much for just being you and being helpful.
Yeah, dude, I've been looking through your guides. You've linked me a couple here and there. As I've been even researching for stuff that I've been doing, you've given me pointers that I've thrown into my videos as well. Like, I learned about a better way to do my frisk method for Pelipper from you, I'm pretty sure.
Certainly, yeah. And I tried my best to do a lot of research into the Frisk Pokemon and the PokeMMO treasure hunting series. So, yeah, I'm trying my best to give my viewers the content that they all like. And also, I know you're trying your best to do that too. So, it is all about trying to make sure everybody is satisfied here on PokeMMO. So, Tnums, thank you so much for trying to help me out in that mission.
Oh, thank you, and keep doing what you're doing, man. Your content's great. You put so much research and formatting. I don't know how you do it on those forum posts, man.
A lot of time, months of planning, but it's well worth it in the end. That's how I do it.
Very user-friendly, and I definitely appreciate it because I don't like scrolling through a bunch of fluff to get what I need to get,
Yeah, certainly, and I understand your pain. So that's why I try to mitigate that. So let's go ahead and sign off here. And by the way, we've been throwing a bunch of compliments at each other off camera, so you can get a general taste of our interactions here on PokeMMO. So thank you so much, Tnums, for being featured here on the Roy Rogers News Channel for the first time.
Thank you for having me. It's been great.
Certainly. And feel free to check out Tnums' YouTube channel. I'm going to link it down in the description below, and I can also put a little end card there. So make sure you check out Tnums' YouTube channel. He has some pretty useful videos out there, and I wish you all the best with your in-game adventures. This is the Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to the channel, like the content that you see here. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel signing off. Fast, accurate, biased, Rogers News.